What's going on, everybody? Jeremy back again with Remy Q Studios, and I'm not going to welcome you to my studio. This isn't my studio. This is just a place at my house. But first, now we're just going to have him already in here because I know he didn't expect it, and there it goes. Yes!
Extreme close-up!
Oh, man. How you doing, Chris?
I'm good. It feels like old days where you used to go, hey, this is Remy Q Studios, and this is not my studio.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's like you had a build-up there for the better half of almost, like half a year or so. And then finally I got the studio set up, and gosh darn it, guess what? And that's just here. and honestly, this is, if you can imagine, this is the best part of what you can see right here. My grill set up here, it's no big deal. And so I'm excited for today. Well, how about you? I mean, I know this was all kind of just jumbled together, it seems like, but it's pretty good here.
I'm excited, but honestly, I feel like a baseball player that's been on a stretch of consecutive games because Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then today, been on live streams with people. Out Saturday, I was on. God, Saturday was a train wreck, but shirtless people, H-bombs being dropped.
Well, I mean, gosh, I'm trying to think of all the live streams this week where there were shirtless men attending. More than a few. You know what? Enough of that, though. Let's bring in our special guest here.
Let's do
the king of Mail Call Mondays. One of the live stream master. I get so excited when I see that he's got a live stream on, and I'm actually really pumped because it was something where I had to kind of sneak off during work sometimes. So, you had a lot of like midday early things going on. And, I had talked to him a while back about coming onto the show, and he was like, yeah, what time is it? And I was like, 7. He's like, no, doesn't work. It was like, well, maybe in a couple weeks, maybe in a couple months we'll work something out. He was kind of flipping around his work schedule a little bit, but we have the one and only Comic Man Andy. How you doing?
How dare you invite me and not bring me into the studio? You could at least have some meat on that grill. Oh, wait. It's empty, isn't it?
Now, you know what, though? No, never mind. That's not going to be. I was going to say a few weeks back, my wife tried to take over the grill while I had a live stream starting and almost burned her face off. So I can imagine, like, my headphones or my hat or something here. This would be disastrous if I actually ran this. So
do you at least have a pack of wieners close by?
There's a wiener close by, yes.
We didn't make it 5 minutes.
Let's just start this off right. We've already talked about the shirtless men in live streams and wieners. So, yeah, this is good.
Only go for bun length. Hey, this is your fault I'm here.
Oh, man. Perfect. There you go. And, so Chris will join us later. All right, well, let's jump into the chat here and see what we got. Mr. Lucretius, how you doing, sir? Thanks for joining us. We got Jason slotted up, of course. Look, Mr. Cardboard Crazy is in the chat as well. Freaky Louie, hello, sir. Very good to see you. I see we got Soul twice here. James stopped by. Mr. Gary B, hello. We have Johnny. What's going on? Tyler's in the house. How's it going? It's the champ. Hello. We got Actual Dracula. What's going on? How you doing? This is a good group. Good chat, everybody. I love to see everybody in here. Comic Man Andy. Yep, look at it. We got him on the show. Can't wait. This is so exciting. This is awesome. A couple people logged out of the chat already. They're like, the hell with this.
Let's go for broke and see if everybody will leave. Hey, man, I got a question for you. How do you saw the ocean in half? With a seesaw.
Just stop. Just stop. doing it. You're going to drive me crazy.
Da, 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 da.
So, okay. Oh, so no, that was good. That was good. I'm glad. I was hoping that we would have the true comic man Andy in his truest form. I mean, there would be no other reason why I would have something that queued up. There would be no other reason why I would have taken time to go through hours of office footage to find that one quote that I would say, you know what, I could get him with at least one time.
So that's why you're not in the studio. You spent all day making that video clip.
4 seconds a clip. I was like, this 4 seconds will be worth it.
That's what she said.
Just stop. Just stop doing it. You're going to drive me crazy.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, there's not enough alcohol to get through this one.
We are 6 minutes in. We're 6 minutes in. I said we'd have to cut it short. Wow.
You went live? Oh my.
All right. Well, yeah. So, yeah. Welcome everybody. Seesaw. That was good. Anybody pick up anything good today they want to share with the group? I've got a package. I wasn't able to participate in New Comic Book Day, but I do have new books to show. So,
you have a package you want to show?
I do have. Ironically, aside from that package, I had a new pair of underwear that I wanted to show as well. So the you know what? Hold on. I normally let other folks do it. Let me jump in here first, real quick. Let me jump in here since we're talking about packages. So
then you follow it up with "Let me jump in here."
This was part of a birthday gift that my wife got me. It was a subscription to the Comic Garage. I think I opened one up on my birthday live stream, which got cut short because YouTube hates me. And I was going to open it up with what? A box cutter? Man.
So while you're opening that up, look at this. I got this the other day. It looks like a knife, but check this out. It is actually a blade cutter or box cutter.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I don't know. You were showing a box cutter. I wanted to show a box cutter.
Well, hey. So I mean, you know, I don't have a box cutter. Why? In fact, if I'm being honest with you, I went downstairs to grab the meat cleaver, and I happened to pass by this, and I was like, you know what would be cool? Actually, having a box cutter on the show.
It would be cool if you were big and I was little.
Yeah. A good person at StreamYard, a good host would be able to do that. So, Comic Garage, per usual, this is what you get. I opened one up last month. Pretty decent mix. I don't remember how much Angel said that the... See, now this is where I'm going to cut into something. I don't remember how much she said it was. So, unfortunately, if you're looking for information about how to buy comics, this is the wrong channel. But we obtained them, and I can show you some of them. So it comes wrapped in plastic, 2 pieces of cardboard on here, and it's a mix of books. So,
oh, it's James Willie's birthday. Happy birthday, James!
Hey, happy birthday! All right, let's see what we got here.
Oh, it's tomorrow. I'm sorry, I can't read. I'm not a good Englisher.
A-Force number 3. All right. You can see they're not bagged, but all new X-Men special. Number 1. There we go. See, this is where I don't have my lighting set up, and I don't know how to hold them.
It looks good.
Silver Surfer number 11. I can definitely dig that.
Natural lighting.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy number 2, and I think this first issue was in the last one that I got. So that's cool. The Hulk number 6. So I'm digging this so far. I know last time it was like Marvel and DC mixed.
Cover
This
swipe.
is amazing right here. You know I'm gonna like that. Wow. Look at that. All right. Some Captain America here. $6.97. That's cool. All right, we have this one was facing up. Shield. And this is a book. I mean, this is like the thickest thing. Of 200 pages.
I'm waiting on it.
Wait, no, what?
It was a perfect moment for this is the thickest thing.
Oh. This is Justice League and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #1. That's kind of cool. And then the last one, we have Justice League DC Rebirth #19. All right. There we go. Comics. It's officially a comic book channel. So, on to the other package that I was talking about, the underwear that I received. It says, "Oh shit," and it's got a Jurassic Park thing. It's like the ball hammock thing, so it's got extra room for the sack in the front. I'm actually no pants. I'm wearing some right now. It has a shark in the front, so it's very aggressive. This is a little more of a warning, like, oh shit.
You're
But
you're not supposed to scare the girls away.
Hey, my wife was the one that purchased this for me.
Oh, she's being protective.
And so she was like, hey, try this out, see if you like it. I tried it. I was like, yeah, pretty cool. And apparently, I don't know if it was a subscription or she was like, hey, let me get you some more. My underwear, there's a sorority that comes into my house and steals my underwear every couple months. So the fact that I have these on the regular coming in, I am very happy about that. But yeah, oh shit, Jurassic Park version. Comes in a nice little bag. There you go.
Baby shark, do baby shark.
I really want to show you the shark. I'm afraid that might be too much. I'm afraid. So it's a shark, and I'm going to hold my hands like this. It's a shark in the front with like blue and white stripes, and it's a very detailed shark mouth. Like I said, it's very aggressive. But so, Chris, what do you got?
I don't have any underwear to show. Oh man. Well, I finally have a local comic book shop that's closer than an hour away.
Hey.
Takes 15 minutes to get there. So I went for the first time today, check it out, and started a pull list and came home with a stack of books. And I only actually have one, I guess, technical back issue.
I heard it too.
What did you hear?
Your sack of books. It still comes down to stack. What's your mind on there, Chris?
That was a subliminal slip.
Oh, there was a subliminal about it. That smacked me right in the face.
Hang on. Just stop. Just stop doing it. You're going to drive me crazy.
I'm sorry I ruined your show.
I got nothing.
Yeah, we were building up those subscriber count, but yeah. All right, sorry. So show us your stack, Chris.
I got one back issue, and this is one Remy Q will know. This is the variant
Hey, I love it. Wow.
This is He-Man and Masters of the Universe #1, the variant. I got this.
Awesome.
I had to get this, not because it's nonstop suck man, but blank cover.
Yeah, I never got it. I heard it was bad, and I just never got into that run. Or
Pick these three up.
ooh, nice.
I finally got this one.
Nice.
DOT. I think this is book 9. Yeah, 9. The Friston, Catwoman, and Poison Ivy cover.
Yeah, that's nice.
I've heard a lot about this, haven't read it yet, but I wanted to pick it up so I could. Black Cotton, number 1. I think that's the second print of that.
We're going to need a bigger boat. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just now catching up with the chat.
Number 5. Harley Quinn, number 3.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Wonder Girl, number 1. This was Stray Dogs, number 4. This is
everybody in the chat saying that Black Cotton is awesome.
Is it? That's good, because I've been looking forward to reading it. I've heard a lot about it, but I haven't had time to sit down and read it. This was my favorite find of the day, just because it's kind of a shorter printed book. Tanker, number 2.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
I was surprised to see such a small shop carrying Bad Idea books, but he had them. Go ahead and make your jokes now. I got Stormbreakers, number 3. This is the Momoko with Ghost Rider on it variant. I actually kind of like this Momoko. It doesn't look as unfinished as most of her work looks. Batman Fortnite Zero Point number 4. Batman Catwoman. I think that's the B cover. Maniac New York number 5. Love this series. Batman and Scooby-Doo. I've been buying these. I like Batman. I like Scooby-Doo. So, Women of Marvel. This is number 1, the Magic cover.
Golly.
Ooh.
Yeah, you went shopping all right. It was. I'm excited, man. I'm saving on gas. Shoot.
Joker number 4. This is the B cover. This was not that good of an issue, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, if you've been reading it, don't get your hopes up for book 4. It's kind of a so-so issue. 2 more. Great book, Nice House on the Lake, number 1. And then my oddball, this one I got Monday in the mail, but I've been looking forward to reading this, and I actually liked it a lot. The Conjuring, The Lover, book 1. It's a DC horror book, and I think, if my mind remembers right, because I was half asleep when I was watching it, I think it goes along with the new movie that came out, or it links to it with The Devil Made Me Do It. So that was my little haul from this week. I'm so happy to have a comic book shop.
Yeah, hey, seriously, congrats, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. I know that's been a struggle, especially for New Comic Book Day.
Heck yeah.
And so yeah, that's sweet that he
and
opened
I get
up.
to save on shipping now.
And it's nice that he opened up when he did, I think, versus before, because obviously, you know what I mean? Then it just would have been a question like, okay, can this guy survive? Like, at least now I feel like he's got a running shot. So it's awesome.
Well, from what I understand, this place was a baseball card shop and Magic the Gathering shop. And they do tournaments there all the time. And they've been open as a shop for, I think he said 13 years. And he just started doing comics at the beginning of this year. And he said he's been selling comics better than he has baseball cards or Magic. So
maybe that's his thing. Yeah, he had to diversify. So there you go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Andy, I don't want to mess anything up. I don't know if you've got something planned for your book, so you don't feel obligated to show anything. I mean, you know.
Well, it's kind of really big news this week, man. I bought a farm.
Oh, did you? Congratulations! It's awesome.
I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna become a farmer, and I tell you what, man, I cannot wait to be my very own CIEIO. But this farm is really outdated. Got to bring it into the 21st century. We got to get some updates going. So I developed an app last night, right? It's like for dating chickens. It's like Match.com, but for chickens, right? Got to get the birds together. At the end of the day, I don't think it's going to make a lot of money. But all I'm going to try to do is, as long as I make hens meat.
And now I want to grab a chicken. I wish I had a chicken by me to grab just for. If I could have helped you out with the joke.
That's a run of terrible jokes. I had a really good run today, though.
Eformity.
Andy, ladies and gentlemen.
I did run to my LCS after work and did find a little bit of luck underneath the counter. Something's Killed the Children #4.
Nice.
And
Beautiful.
I don't know why, but sometimes the bags and boards get these creases in them, but the book's near mint. Snagged that and another copy of that together as a group. I couldn't leave that laying behind because 4 is a cameo, if I remember correctly.
Nice.
Those were awesome. Definitely got Bounty Hunters #13. The wife's reading that one. And one of these days I'll get on that series. I'm reading everything else Star Wars. They had a Pride cover for that, which is super cool.
Oh, wow.
Is that the one by Babs Tor?
I think so.
Yeah, it looks like her work.
I haven't been reading Bounty Hunters. It's the one Star Wars book and series that's out right now that my wife has been reading fully, but she's got all the books in her short box stashed away in her closet, so I haven't gotten those back from her yet. This was surprising to see out today was they actually kept these behind the register and limited to 1 per person.
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm not sure why, because generally Star Wars books in this sort of a format, they're still flopping around dollar bins somewhere, but I don't know. Maybe this was a key issue.
Yeah,
it's super cool, though.
The guy that I went to, he had a stack of them about that big. I mean, there were tons of them, but he didn't have them behind her. It's weird.
Like I said, I'm buying everything Star Wars right now and reading up. I'm digging all of the Star Wars content. And this apparently was a big thing today. They limited this to 1 per person as well. And I'm like, okay, well, grab a copy. And I guess it's kind of like a lotto ticket. I haven't read it yet. It's a new character. Anytime Marvel puts a new character out, the book kind of does its thing, right?
Yeah.
I did read halfway through Oblivion Song before we went live, and I'm glad to see this back. And this, it's getting crazy. Geiger I didn't get to yet. I loved the first 2 issues so far, so I'm expecting 3 to be pretty good. Die is back, and I'm telling you what, I'm just adding it to the short box, and I'm not even going to try to read it. Die is one of those ones I've fallen so far behind on that I just can't. I just got to
catch up down the road.
Well, Die is one of those titles that I can't speed read it. I can't push through it and read it under a crunch. It's like Department of Truth. I have to sit there, read it, think about it for 20 minutes, read it again, maybe go grab a beer, and read it a 3rd time, and I'm like, oh, yeah, all right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is always going to hit the reading pile. I was surprised to find myself grabbing this, Win #7. One of the LCSs in a neighboring town actually had the issues 1 through 6 in a bundle package for $15.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
And nice. I missed out Wind when it first came out, so I was like, well, yeah, I'll grab that. And I'm like, well, I might as well not miss this either. My favorite read was actually from last week, Eve issue 1. I took one look at this, the LCS last week, and I was like, you eat with your eyes. A girl and a teddy bear? No, thanks. I'm moving on. I've got plenty of books to read right now. And apparently that was a big mistake. Dank Comics and a few other people I was talking to last night, they said, no, you're really going to enjoy it. I think this is the Andolfo variant, if I'm saying that correctly. And then issue 2 is out today. Wait, issue 1 came out a month ago then. What am I saying? By the way, this is good. This is pretty freaking good. Those are the books I grabbed. I think I read 3, 4
Nice.
so far. Usually I sit down and I read from like 5 to 7:30, but then somebody interrupted me and said, hey, remember that show we talked about going?
Remember that show that we said you're going to be on? You're like, oh shit. What time is it? It's not 8, right? I was like, no, it's not 8. It's before 8. We'll cut it short.
So for everybody here hanging out, if you're interested in hanging out in another half an hour on my channel and seeing my books again, that's
Well, that's what we did. You know what it was? This is the starter. You know, we're gonna be the party starter for you. That's what it is. We're the intro.
this is
You know,
definitely a party.
it's like before you get the main comedian on, you got to have the other guys show up first, and we're gonna get everybody started for you. Then we'll migrate over to your channel. So that's what it is. So let me tell you, man, I'm wondering. I mean, I'm in the carport. I'm wondering if I could slip these off just to show you the pattern, because I don't want to stand up.
No.
Trust me, I have no shame, so that just whatever. I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about the YouTube whole thing. I'm not trying to show you.
Let me be your Jiminy Cricket. Don't.
Okay, all right. We won't. Well, I could try on the other ones. That's what I'm wondering if I could try those on. Take these ones off.
Have the chat vote.
This is a bad idea.
So Andy, your top 50 comics. You released that. That's impressive, man. That was really nice.
Yeah.
Chris has a huge collection of Punisher 2099s.
Like 100 of them.
Do you really?
And I'm
Yes.
a fan of Punisher, but your Punisher collection, I mean, that was impressive, man. That was really nice. And you had a bunch of books signed by Jim Lee. I mean, just because jokingly in my head, I was like, all right, here comes, this is going to be the Saga train. You know what I mean? I was like, that's what it's going to be. And you joked, you were like, oh, guess what it is? This one. But it was cool because you did have a lot of variants. And I remember when you had first gotten I think it was the Mexican variant in, and it was like a big reveal that you had on the show. So I was excited about that. And then I remember when you got them in. So that was cool. But I was surprised. You had a lot of big books in there. It was awesome. And like I said, that the Punisher collection was one thing, and gosh, you had a lot of nice signed slabs and just a good mix. So that was cool.
It's kind of funny. Thanks, man. I was watching people drop their top 50 videos when Alex the Comic Hoarder first started doing it again. And I'm like, oh, this is really neat. And there's so much fire people are showing and so many amazing books, Silver Age, Golden Age, Bronze Age, all these great books. I've primarily been a modern collector my entire life. You know, the late 70s, early 80s and on is where I started. So there's a little bit here and there. I got to thinking, I'm watching all these videos, and some of the videos are eerily similar with all of the same big keys. And I'm like, it's awesome that those guys are loving their collections and holding on to those books. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I should do one. And a couple of people finally, after about a month, poked and prodded me, like, go ahead and do it. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I've got something just different enough that people might enjoy watching it, you know, because besides the whole run of sagas, I actually have been collecting comic books, Punisher comic books since the very early 2000s, like seriously trying to collect Punisher books.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where I learned how to set alerts on eBay and check other websites. And some of those books literally fell into my lap over the years for dirt cheap prices.
No, it was cool, man. And I mean, what I thought was really neat too was you had a couple that you were like, yeah, this is the only one on the census, you know, like that, or like the Akira where you said they had to add it and everything. I was like, that's legit. I mean, I have one, it's a Ninja Turtle book that was signed by Kevin Eastman. It's a lower grade, I guess. I think it's like an 8.5, but it's the only signature series. So I brag about it. I'm like, oh, this is the only one in the world that's, you know, the yellow label for this issue. But it's just it's a nothing issue. You know what I mean? It's whatever, just a random issue. But you actually had legitimate books that you were like, yeah, guess what? This is the top in the world, the only one you ever see on my channel right here. And I was like, well, that's pretty freaking cool, man. Like that was, and that was just creeping into like your top 20. Like I was like, man, this is couldn't wait to see what was next. It was a good video though. It was very, very interesting for sure.
Well, thanks. Yeah, that Punisher 18, volume 2, number 1899 is one of my favorite covers with Kingpin busting through the wall.
Yeah, Kingpin grabbing him from behind. Yeah, it was awesome.
And I thought I was crazy paying the money I did for that. And I want to say it was like $100 some odd at the time. Nobody collected 99s back then. Nobody cared, especially a non-key issue. If anything was a non-key issue, nobody cared, right? Well, being a mega Punisher fan over all these years, I'm like buying like anything I could really find. You know what kills me to this day? Punisher Volume 2, number 1, 9.8s. I was buying 9.8s for $30, $40, $50 on auctions all these years. I probably have close to half a short box of 9.8s. I saw somebody in a Whatnot live sale asking $700 for that book now.
Oh wow!
Like I'm not going to pay $700 for this $60 slab, and I'm like, oh wait, yeah, the market. Oh my, people are into Frank Castle and Punisher now more than they ever have been.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I was so excited when I got my Punisher 2099 9A for $35. I was like, take it any day of the week. Now I know to most people that's like a dollar bin book, but for me it's more about the nostalgia and childhood. That was my favorite book as a kid. So anytime I see it, I don't care if it's a dollar bin. If it's between $1 and $5, I'm buying it.
Yeah, but see, Chris, also, what's going on in House of Comics? I get short crotch. Sorry, I get excited when I see you get another one, even knowing that you have so many. It's just funny. That's
I've
just
got two
funny.
more on the way.
That's what I mean. It's just, to me, it's funny because it's like, oh, there you go. That's your book, and everybody, I guess, has that book. I try to go, like I usually try to purge the duplicates that I have. But I know that everybody kind of has like that one that they'll collect everything of, or either they have a lot of, or they might have like all the variants of it, or all the different, from different countries and everything. And so I think that's cool. I guess I haven't found my book yet. So,
well, I have a question because you brought up something a minute ago that I think I want to get both of your opinions on. You were talking about you had a TMNT signed by Eastman. Now, is yours signed on the cover?
Yes.
Okay. So the first ever TMNT book that I bought that was signed, it was a middle of the run first print from the first series. But
yeah, I remember when you got that one.
Yeah, I got it. I was super excited about it. Signed CGC, and I get it in the mail, and I'm looking at it, and I'm going, something's not right. And there's no signature on the cover. So then I look at the label, and in fine print, it says signed on the first page by Kevin Eastman.
Yep.
No, well now it's in a slab. I don't know the difference, and I've got to go on CGC's word, which sometimes can be good or bad. But it's I guess my question is, would you rather have the book that the signatures on the front of it, you see it, it's slab, or would it matter to you?
I would prefer to see it. I remember like back in the day seeing a lot of stuff where they said Stan Lee would sign on the first page. It was down in like the editor notes and stuff like that. And I just always thought that was kind of a waste. I mean, not a waste, but you know what I mean? Like I would prefer to see it. Especially if it's not something that you could open. I remember watching you open that. I felt bad because you're like, yeah, I finally got it, and you read it, and then you're like, yeah, signature on the first page. I know it's there, and I was like, oh man, I was like, damn it, like I felt bad because it definitely was. It was kind of a shocker, but wasn't that your first like signature series slab though? Because I remember you were excited about that too.
It was my very.
I just remember it was like I remember you opening that, and you're like, it says it's on the first page, but I know it's there, and I was like, well, yeah, it's. But yeah, I would rather have it on the front, just so you can see it.
Yeah.
Or hell, even on the back. I mean, like if they wanted to preserve the cover, put it on the back, and then
Andy, what do you think?
I like them on the cover, and I like the fact that you can occasionally get remarks done. And like, look at the Clayton Crane ability with the rainbow colors. That's super cool. But Rock City's right. The way writers and artists used to sign comic books was always on the first page. That's how they always did it years and years and years ago. Conventions in the 80s that I remember as a kid, my dad took me to, and into the 90s. That's their preferred method of signing books, and that's how collectors collected them back then. But now with CGC and verification and all these other things, you're seeing the next progression of signature series books with signatures on the front, and now these up and coming young writers and artists, up and coming within the last decade or so, they're really with welcoming arms. They're getting into this, and you get these killer remarks. Like, look at the Something's Killing the Children books, the signature series with remarks. And that's the first thing that comes to my mind, but there's a lot of them out there, and the sky's the limit, really.
Well, I mean, I like even now how Eastman, when he signs, he'll draw the little turtle head. You know, he'll draw the turtle head. I don't want to say little turtle head because it sounds like, but you know, that stuff that's kind of.
Just stop. Just stop doing it. You're going to drive me crazy.
For everybody watching, that was a poop joke.
Yes.
He's laughing. He can't hear anything. He's laughing because I'm laughing. Is that funny?
Geek's
We
right.
talked about the turtle head.
They always
All
signed with
now get out of
ballpoint
here.
pen too, and they weren't shy about how hard they pressed on the books either. It was ballpoint.
So, like, the first 3 pages were signed. Now, I have seen. I think it was. You guys know who Metaphorical is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have seen he had a Daredevil book at one point that was signed, but it was already encased in a slab, and the artist took it and signed the face of the slab instead of signing the book.
Just like the plastic?
Yeah, he signed the plastic.
Oh, wow.
I would be like, I'd rather just not have you write on it. Don't even worry about it. I'll find another book.
Well, it's gonna smear.
Yeah,
that stuff doesn't work out.
But see, to me, you got to think what artist, what person that spends their time working on a book that does art for a living goes in their right mind. Now, I get the fact that they're having stuff pass in front of them. They're probably just trying to write their name as quickly as they can. But what artist in their right mind goes, "Hey, let me sign this book on the CGC slab"?
Yeah, honestly, it might be like that. Did you see the Legion live stream where he had they put the sticker on the cover? Yeah, where he had it was a Kickstarter, and they sent it to him, and they actually put a sticker on the cover. They said it was a foil, and
well, I mean,
it said like certified first issue or something. It was like, come on, man, why are you gonna put a sticker on the cover of the comic? That's just 101. Like, you don't have to be a major collector to understand that.
There used to be one of the mystery box companies used to put the gold, like they called their prizes the Lucky Duck or Lucky Ducky prizes.
Yes, I remember that.
They put their stickers on the slabs. It was a big rubber duck sticker. And I'm going, wow, why would you do that? And what have you got on your nose? Is that a clothespin?
I don't know. They were here. I was looking for props. So I apologize. So, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. The Lucky Duck stickers.
Was that Boxed Heroes that did that? No, it wasn't Boxed. Mainstream Comics.
I remember watching you do a box for it where you were like, "Oh, did I get a Lucky Duck?" Because I think you didn't buy it. I think you won it.
No. I bought that one.
You bought it?
Yeah.
But no. You won a prize from him, and then you bought the box because you won a prize.
No,
I mean, it's no big deal. That's what happened. I know.
Yeah.
I know everything about everybody's channel. I watch everything. I've memorized it all.
Golly. It was Mainstream Comics. They put big yellow rubber duck stickers the size of Burke's logo.
Nothing's as big as Burke's logo
on the front of their slab books, and it was the most crazy thing. And I saw somebody one time trying to remove it, and it was awful. because it left that sticky residue on the slab. Who wants to buy that?
Yeah, who wants sticky residue on anything?
Oh God, we're full of innuendos.
So Andy, last March on the 16th. No, I'm joking.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm joking. I'm not going to get into that particular episode.
What happened on the 16th? Oh,
No, I was joking
never
this. I said that I knew everybody's channel, so like, that one time you did that one thing, I remember that.
I don't even remember my own channels.
Well, there you go. All right, 7:41. How much time do we have here? So
It's already been 40 minutes.
In 40 minutes, as it flies on. Let's talk about it, because we just talk about it. It's whatever. Taco Bell. One time we talked about how little hair I have on my body. It's no big deal. Yeah. So that beard, man. I mean, you talk about a community of comic collectors, but the beards are so predominant, and I can't do it. And I mean, you guys, it's like, let's rewind a year and then watch everybody's. Somebody needs to make this video. If I have to do it, I'll do it. But we need like DJ Links. We need Bearded Comic Bro.
Yep.
Comic Man Andy, Cardboard, Roscoe. Like, let's get everybody's in a time and speed it up. And I just want the progression of the beards, because
one picture every day for a year.
Andy,
we do a compilation.
That's big time right there, buddy. Like, that is, especially the middle. Yeah, like you can tell it's thick here, but it's just getting so low. I mean, look at that.
I made the mistake about a year and a half ago when things started shutting down that I'll trim my own beard. I can figure this out. I got the clippers out, and what did I do? I trimmed here and I trimmed here, not so much down here. So in person, it kind of just looks and then down like that. So I'm trying to grow the sides out to match, but they keep curling under because wearing a mask all day at work, it like you could see it's now got this permanent curve in it all the way down and around. And now I've got these silver tails that won't go away anymore. But it's off camera. It's literally like now it's all the way down and off camera.
It just it's like a necktie the way that
the last time I cut this off was for charity on the Comic Core. A little over 2 years ago.
There it is. That's how we do it around here.
I'd freeze to death if I did that. It's like 62 degrees down here.
We're in North Carolina. I don't know what it is. I'm outside. The shirt's going to come off eventually. But anyways.
Hey, what do you call a typo on a headstone? A grave mistake.
And come on, chat. Let's get it, chat. This is what we invited him for. Yeah, I have to expect it. It's like
a wild Andy appears. A wild Remy appears. Exactly.
Oh man, that is awesome. All right, well. So, Chris, any dad jokes that you want to share with the group?
Do what?
A dad joke. You got a dad joke.
Oh, I thought
robot.
You said
what does a robot do after sex? Nuts and bolts. You know, that whole deal.
I thought you said dead joke, and I was about to say that's a little bit of a stiff question.
Stop.
Well,
Just stop doing it. You're going to drive me crazy.
All right, and
I got a dad joke for you.
All right.
Well, it's not really a dad joke, but so I was trying to find enough people to play hide and go seek that we could start a tournament, but all the best players are hard to find.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, did you hear that? You guys didn't hear that? My wife started doing lunges to get in shape. It's a big step forward for her.
There it is. There it is.
So bad. So bad. Oh, he left.
He left. We
So-
rule the roost. Just bring your chat over here. We'll do your show on this.
I named my phone Titanic today. So every time I turn on Bluetooth, it says Titanic is sinking.
We just wanted you to feel welcome, Andy. That's all. That's all. We just wanted you to feel welcome.
Oh, I get why he's laughing now. I couldn't tell that you took your shirt off and blended in with the fence back there.
That's actually when my wife and I, we were like, what color are we gonna stain the fence? It's like, how about this?
Dude. You go to Home Depot, go to the stain section. Hey, man, what can I find a nude stain?
Yeah, like, that officially would make me the biggest racist of all time. Like, we're trying to get this color in fencing. I want this and only this color. Nothing lighter, nothing darker. Unacceptable.
So next week on Let's Talk About It, we're going to have a new segment called Every Time an Innuendo is Made, You Remove a Piece of Clothing.
Oh my! Eventually, we'll all grow our beards long enough so that you can take all your clothes off and stand up on camera.
See, the only difference is though, I'm in a carport at the moment, so and legitimately in my boxers. There are no pants here. This is boxers, no shirt, hat, and then a camera setup. And so I can only imagine the neighbors at this point. Like, what is he doing now? What is this?
Baby shark.
At least you're evenly colored. I look like I'm wearing a white wife beater.
You are pretty sunburnt.
I had somebody last weekend when I did this, they went, "Oh my God, that's gross." It made me want to leave it off even more.
Oh man.
It looks painful is what it looks like.
It was very painful. Somebody called me Lobster Man, and yes, it's the truth.
Because let's talk about it, Biggie. That's why our shirts are off. Join us.
You want to come take your shirt off with us?
Yeah, we would like to welcome everybody in the chat to take your shirt off at this very
take your
moment.
shirts off now.
Doesn't matter where you're at. It's okay. Trust me. Shirtless men. We're bringing it back. This is a win. This is a win for this franchise right now. We're bringing it back.
If you're in a restaurant, just tell them Remy Q and Cardboard told you to do it.
Yeah,
They'll get it.
Yeah, just show them that you're watching on a stream, two men with no shirts talking to you, and they'll be like, they're doing it, and then that explains it. It's a comic book channel. They just show you underwear and take their shirts off.
I mean, technically, there's a comic book at Jurassic Park, so that's related.
Yeah. And I have to assume that everybody in comics would wear underwear, right? Well, maybe not everybody, but
and there's King Shark, which is what you're wearing right now.
So we're all trying out for shirtless bear fighter. Is that it?
Yep. Unfortunately, I would open it up. I think we are probably going. I'm putting my pants back on. Unfortunately, I think we're going to hang it up here. We're going to have to end this pretty soon here. It's 7:50. Andy's got a show starting here in 10 minutes, so I don't want to hold him up any longer than we need to. But Andy, other than that, do you have anything coming up you want to share with the group at all?
Ooh, yeah. I'll talk to the director. Maybe we'll just cancel tonight. No. Yeah, Wednesday nights. I absolutely love Wednesday nights on my channel. I really recharge my social batteries every week because Wednesday, literally hump day, we're all getting burnt out. Who loves to sit down and talk about comics? A ton of us do. So it's really an opportunity for me to recharge my batteries, talk about some of the books, some of the people that come and hang out with that. And Mail Call Mondays, I'm interested in getting back into a little bit of a longer format show and then clipping segments out for people to watch. If you hadn't seen it, my most recent one is a new thumbnail on the channel. It's my
comic in a box.
It's my
Absolutely.
comic in a box.
Yep.
And that definitely has a joke behind that one. If maybe the jokes are getting too old now. People didn't say anything about that. It's like, does nobody know the dick in the box joke anymore? I guess no.
You specifically had the box there, and you had the like the whole. I mean, it was a full pose.
You know how hard it was to sit there watching and rewatching that video of them and hit the print screen button at just the right time so that it prints the whole picture, and then I could clip it out and make that. That was hilarious. But hey, it's the Slabaganza giveaway is coming up. The Slabaganza giveaway. The journey to 1,000 subscribers is happening. It continues to roll, and I'm falling way behind on my end.
You were at 888 when I checked earlier. So
lucky number 8. I better go to the casino this weekend.
Yeah.
But then that's like there's 5 slabs set aside just for that giveaway right now, and there's some sagas in there too.
Yeah. You're the giveaway that you had at Christmas I was excited about that. The holiday December giveaway one that you had with the 3 different boxes that you were sending out. I was super excited. I didn't win, but
I thought that'd be really cool. Like, people are really into mystery boxes. I'm like, well, why don't I just make 3 mystery boxes and give them away live? And that was a ton of fun.
Yeah, that was awesome. All right. Well, Chris, what about you? Anything coming up?
Sure. I'm gonna say tentatively, and this is like 98% sure. Saturday morning, Art with the Professor, 10 o'clock a.m. reprising the show. It'll be on. Get in front of your TVs with your bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and draw.
Nice.
Monday, I have Between the Lines with Roscoe. We'll be having a special guest on this week, and if you want to draw at home with us, you're more than welcome to draw at home, and we'll show it on the show. Outside of that, long term, I've got the Comets Curing Cancer, July 30th and 31st. It's a 24-hour stream. Looking for people to join up with me on that one, to come on, chat, have some fun. It doesn't matter if you draw or not. You can just show up and be some comic relief. We'll let Andy come on and tell his dad jokes. We'll block off a whole hour for that.
You'll have nobody watching after I'm done.
But that's coming up, and we're gearing up for a really, really fun time. It's going to be a long 24 hours for me, but it's worth it to help out people that are either survivors or are going through the battle with cancer.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I guess we should hop off here, give Andy a chance to get ready for his show. And yeah, everybody go check it out. I think Louis put a description for that particular show. We do have a link in the description for Andy's channel. For whatever reason, if you're not already subbed up there, we're going to assume everybody already is. But definitely check it out. Yeah. And seriously, his live streams are the best. I try to catch every single one that I can. They're a lot of fun. And Andy, thanks a lot for coming on, man. This is awesome.
Well, thanks for having me. Yeah, they wouldn't be anywhere near as fun without you guys. I'd just be staring at myself like I normally do.
You bring the energy, though. That's what I like about it. Like I said, it's
that fat guy that won't stop looking at me. Wait, what's going on here? Why is he?
Just think, next time you do a live, we're going to be watching like this.
It rubs the lotion on the skin.
Oh, I should pull a clip from that movie.
All right, everybody head over there. We're going to cut this thing off. Andy, again, thank you, sir. And everyone else, we will see you next time.
Please put your pants back on before you cut anything off.
Oh,